corkscrew around. Question is, do you know how to fly an atmosphere, Zen?
No. It's the first time I've flown it out, bro.
You stalled out.
Like in a fight.
There's the merge.
75%. Shields hit.
Oh wow, you can actually tail me at 1400. Now I gotta drop my speed, get my shields up. Three nose over. So I can't beat the arrow in a turn fight like that. What I can do is get some distance. Get some speed. Drop my speed. I can outrun you in the Hawk, ironically enough. You got a lot of speed coming in. You got a lot of you got to pull your nose over and you got to resist all that air motion, right? Just have enough to make one more pass here. Oh, but it's not enough.
Because I got a missile warning.
We'll pass and go here. Here we go.
Shields hit. Shield down.
It feels slow in atmosphere. It's useless, man. It's fucking useless.
Shields hit.
Oh, finally! Finally!
Damn.
So as far as ships go, the ANVIL HAWK performs slightly less effectively in atmosphere, but the real Achilles heel of the Hawk, if you watch these fights here, is just it's made of paper. It really is. So I just want to kind of take a look at one fight where we end up winning and a fight where we end up losing. In this fight here, you can see I was able to gain position and I was able to keep the distance to my target close enough, and I had the shot time that I needed to get those shots on top of the Gladius. I just kind of hooked around him. I just had a really lucky position right off the start of the fight here, and I got within minimum range and I punished. Nice thing about the Hawk is you do have a decent gun loadout, but as you can see in the next couple fights, the gun loadout is nice, but boy oh boy is this thing made of paper. So this fight here is a good example of what happens if you get a bad merge. So I started turning here, but I found myself getting caught by the airspeed, so I knew I couldn't get my turn rate very high. So I ended up deciding to push my main thrusters and just disengage out. However, the arrow caught me really fast and dropped my shields before I had a chance to get them back up, or distance to get them back up. So I decided to turn around and fight my attacker because I can't really outrun the arrow in atmosphere in this case. I decided to get into a turn fight here, which I do end up getting a few shots on target. It's just not enough. And once again, I can decide to do one more turn here, but I know I'm going to lose that fight because I'm already in a bad position. If you watch the arrow, he was already pre-turning on that turn, which is good, which is very good. So he's preparing for his next run. So I'm going to get myself out. I'm going to get myself with my shields up to give myself the best chance I can. But again, the absolutely minimal amount of hit points on the Hawk is going to come back to bite me in the ass here because I took too much damage from the first two passes. So even though I have a tremendous amount of firepower on my Hawk, it's also really difficult to get shots on target. Look how much the pip is swaying left and right and just kind of flopping off the target. It's absolutely prey for stuff like the arrow, which is super precise. So the applied damage on the arrow is going to beat the Hawk every time. So pip sway mixed with fighting too much in yaw and not enough in pitch, which makes it much more difficult for the Hawk to get its guns on target, is ultimately what cost us the fight here. And the fact that the arrow chased us and got our shields down and did some chip damage on an already very weak hull hit point ship. So all in all, if you were to ask me to give this ship a rating, I'd say the Anvil Hawk is a solid 4.5 out of 10. And this is with the EMP off. I find the Hawk is, especially in atmosphere, for being such a low hit point, poorly moving small target, it seems to be prey for anything that's in a fighter category. For being a bounty hunting ship, ironically enough, this is probably one of the worst ships you can use when it comes to fulfilling this role specifically, since you will be engaging other players. For shooting down NPCs, it's one thing, but for players, buyers beware. Currently at 314 and 315, the Hawk leaves much to be desired. Either way, it was a lot of fun. Zenister, one of the Avengers Squadron trainees, has come such a long way in 2 weeks. I'm so proud to see him grow. I'm so happy for you, buddy. I love you. You're doing so good. And I'm just so happy with everybody who's been coming out to stream and all the support and love we've been getting with the videos. Guys, I love doing this stuff. I love making content. I hope it's educational. I hope you guys enjoy it. Come check out Predator mounts if you're in the market for something for your sticks. And I hope to see all of you folks for the next stream and the next video. I was Avenger1, and I'll see you next time.